Well, we dodged a bullet on that one. For a minute there, it would not let me go live. For just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. But we're live now. Hey, today is Thursday. That's right. Today is Thursday, October 27, 2020. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. Super excited to be here. I'm also the creator and the founder of the Facebook group. Hashtag Rise and Grind. That's right. Make sure you're a part of our Facebook group. If you're not already a part of that, I need you to hop on over there. Hop on in there. Invite some other people if you're already in there. And then also do me a favor, would you let me know this morning? Will you go ahead and check in real quick? Hit that emoticon button that you got there. Let me know how you're feeling this morning. It's going to be an amazing, amazing show. Super excited to be here with you this morning here on Hashtag Rise and Grind. Let's do this. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? See, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts. Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
So in full honesty, I don't do haunted houses. I've never been to a haunted house. Why am I standing outside of a church? Because to be completely honest with you, the only haunted house I ever went to was a hereafter house, also known as a hell house, put on by a church. I don't know if you guys have ever been to something like that, but essentially what it is a church will put on a haunted house of sorts where they walk you through heaven and hell. I was 14 years old. I was terrified. I started screaming. I literally had to be escorted out by a demon in a church. You have not lived until you've been escorted out of a church by a demon. So I looked up the definition to haunt. It actually means to manifest itself, to show itself. I recently stumbled across a YouTube channel where two filmmakers travel around the country visiting haunted houses. Would you do that? Why would you do that? Well, anyway, it makes for some good YouTube watching. In one of their videos where they visited a famous axe murder house, one of the filmmakers said something very interesting. He said that he believed a lot of what people experienced in these houses were manifestations of their own fear. He says when you look for something, you will find it. He talked about the negative energy around fear and how fear itself ends up becoming its own being. So when looking for a haunted house and looking for ghosts, we actually end up creating it because that's what we're looking for. That's what we expect. It made me think about the things in our own lives that we focus on, that we give energy, things from our past, bad habits, old relationships, things that we hold on to and allow to haunt us, because that's where our focus is. So isn't that interesting? The thing that we think we are afraid of only gains power the more fear, the more energy that we give it. That's an interesting thought, yeah? We're gonna explore it more, but first, Rise and Grind, on a lighter note, what do you think Glenn is gonna be for Halloween?
That girl. The only thing I'm going to be for Halloween, apparently, is a little bit older. Did you guys see my story yesterday? Did you see my story? I mean, I'm doing some rehab, right? For some reason, I find that very funny to say it that way. But I'm doing this rehabilitation on my knee. And I don't know if you saw my story, but yesterday, this woman took this ultrasound gel, this very cold ultrasound gel, I feel, for you pregnant women or, that you have to do that. So she took this very, very cold gel and she put it on my knee, and then she took a suction cup and she literally suction cupped my kneecap. And then she was sitting there like a joystick controlling my kneecap to add some strength into that particular area. It was really, really interesting. So apparently for Halloween, Glenn's going to be a little bit older, because that's how I feel when I have a suction cup attached to my kneecap in order to make it move. Listen, Heather mentioned in that clip there, which is an amazing clip, Heather mentioned being escorted out by demons at a young age. And that reminded me of a story that I once read, a story that ultimately transformed my life roughly, I guess, about 15 years ago. And so I want to dive into that story with you today, if that's okay. I want to share it with you today. Before I do, though, we got to do this thing on this show. Maybe. Wait. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one this morning. Change that music up a little bit. This one's got a little more haunted house vibe to it. Hey, first we're going to do a little dancing, right? We got to get the body in motion. Something that we got to do. Got to get the body flowing. Got to get the heartbeat up. Super important. For those of you that know, those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me, whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay. Say what's up. I'll say what's up back. I also want to say good morning to Mr. Travis Flaherty and his family. Dude, yesterday, Travis Flaherty, not only did he donate $1,000 to support My Pink Navigator, but he upped it after the show to $1,500. So $1,500 plus you guys' dollars plus the match. I did a match yesterday. You put all those together and we raised over $4,000 for My Pink Navigator yesterday. That's what's up. So we're real close. We're real close to hitting our goal. So if you haven't done so already, go grab a t-shirt. Go grab a t-shirt to support My Pink Navigator, or you can drop some stars in here right now while we're dancing. Whichever one you want to do is okay by me. Good morning, Gail B. Craft. What's up? How are you? Good morning, Mrs. Emily Gowler. We got Angie Lane. What's up, Tina Bacon? Heather Parody. What did she say? I never thought this song was creepy until now. It kind of fits the theme, right? What's up, Janelle Griego? We got Ray Hatcher, Vicky Everett, Tony Thorstad. What's up, Gary Henderson? Great to see you. Thanks for the stars, Jeremy Noling. Melissa Young-Klein's up in here. Robin Welshans, Suzanne Wall. What's up, Michael Guthrie? Rick Tamburino is in the house. Liza Myers-Borges is up in here. That's right. What's up, Anita Falker Hill? We've got James Gavin, John Paul Gidry, my man. Dude, I love my dealers. I love my 800% Club dealers. I love my Carter Myers automotive dealers. I love my Furman dealers. What generosity, right? What generosity. Amazing. What's up, John Coltonborn, Suzanne Waugh. We got Janelle Griego, Sarah Ball's up in here, Angie Ruffer, Don Sankey, Melissa Klein, Jeff Baker, Mr. Mike Overfelt, Terry Collins, Scott Simons is in the house. We've got, I already said your name, Pam Woosley's up in here, Cindy Conley's up in here, Tina Bacon, Vicky Everett, everybody's up in here on hashtag Rise and Grind. No, seriously, man, my 800% Club dealers across the nation, they're always supporting, they're always lifting people up, they're amazing human beings. I absolutely love them. As a matter of fact, on that note, I want to let you know we are enrolling. I've got a new 800% Club class that is starting November 4th, and I would love for you to be a part of it. If you're in the automotive world, you're a general manager or an owner, come see us. I promise it'll be a transformative experience for you.
Hey guys, Kevin Strausnider here, Strausnider Chevrolet, and I have been with Glenn Lundy and the 800% Club from the very beginning. I actually started with Glenn in September of 2019 at his first event and joined the 800% Club, the thing that we're doing right now, in November of 2019. So the biggest lesson I've learned from being part of this group is that this is an infinite game. That this isn't just a 30-day window. We're trying to sell this many cars this month. It's more about the big goal, the big picture of where are we going, how are we moving our people's lives forward, how are we increasing as a dealership and as individuals, as people, even as families, as my family, how do we increase those types of things. Glenn and Danelle and all that they do, it's not just about the dealership, it's about you as a person and growing as a person and a leader. I think overall my favorite part of the retreat, even though there's been so many different things, going to all sorts of different venues and being able to travel and do all these different things, coming to Danelle Delgado's house. Who ever thought I would go to Danelle Delgado's house? Be one of the very first people in her house is just absolutely amazing. But I think it's really the camaraderie of the other dealership, other dealers, other people here, the camaraderie that we have back and forth, the intimacy there with Glenn and with the team that he has put together with Danelle, just being able to be one-on-one with people and really get to know people and spend that time together. That is the best part. It's knowing that you're building relationships that can carry you through beyond just one weekend, that can really push you through in your business. If you've never heard of 800% Club, you might think, like I did when I first heard about Glenn, that all it's about is increasing sales and how do I sell more cars. But it's about so much more than that. It's about being the absolute best person you can be, being the best leader that you can be. It's about changing your life for you, for your family, for your employees, for your co-workers, all these different things. It's so much more than just increasing sales. It's all about moving your life forward, being a better version of you. And along with that, learning how to increase sales, how to be different, how to grow in the car business, how to do things differently than anybody else has ever done, and to walk a different line. So if that's what you're looking for, if you want to be different than every other dealer that's out there, then this is definitely the club for you.
I remember getting pulled over in Scottsdale, Arizona. I was in the car with my buddy Lance Green, and we got pulled over, and the police officer immediately came around to my side of the vehicle and asked for my driver's license. Not quite sure why I wasn't driving. But he asked for my driver's license, and I gave it to him, and when he ran my driver's license, ultimately I had a warrant out for my arrest out of Flagstaff, Arizona. And so I was arrested, and I was taken to jail at a facility called Durango. The Durango facility, which is the main facility for Maricopa County, which is Phoenix, Arizona. And so I remember as they were pulling me in, looking at the barbed wire, looking at the fence, thinking, about what was about to happen. And so they arrest me, they take me into this jail cell, and it was crazy because in the jail cell there was a ton of inmates like all in like a holding cell, right? In this big holding area. And in that holding area of the jail cell, it was real tight. There wasn't even enough room for everyone to like sit down or lay down. And so you had to basically like put yourself in a really awkward knees half bent kind of position to be able to get any time of rest off your legs, because I was in that cell for like 36 hours with all of these other people. And in the back of the cell was this huge pile of food, like banana peels and apple cores and all this stuff, and there was rats everywhere. It was absolutely disgusting. And so that was like the first 36 hours, and then they transferred me over. They shackled us all together, like they do. They chained us all together by our ankles, and they shackled us over into this big room. And once they brought us into the big room, this is where they basically stripped you of any type of pride or ego you might have, because they stripped us all of our clothes to where we all stood in the room naked, roughly 100 men or so standing there naked, holding our clothes in front of us. What's up, Sean Hayes? Great to see you, sir. How you doing, Julio Soto, Don Sankey? So as we stood there naked, holding our clothes, they then brought us the packaging so we could package our clothes up, put them in sealed bags, and put them to the side. Now, once your clothes were put away, you were told to line up as you stood there butt naked, and then you went through the line and they made you bend over to confirm that you truly weren't carrying anything unnecessary with you into the jail, if you get my point. It was horrendous. It was awful. At that point, after being stripped of everything material, then they handed us our pink underwear and our pink jumpsuits, because at Durango, Sheriff Joe Arpaio got tired of inmates leaving with their clothing when they got released. And so he made all of the clothing pink in hopes that the inmates would no longer take it. So I strapped up in my pink underwear and my pink garments, and then I was ultimately taken to my holding cell, where I would spend the next, in this particular case, 17 days. What was crazy about jail, of course, when you first get in there, there's the absolute like loss of freedom. You realize at that point that all freedom is lost. The things that you take for granted, when you want to eat, when you want to go to the bathroom, when you want to sleep, when you want to step outside, all of those things are immediately stripped of you. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I mean, they literally feed you at 6 in the morning and 6 at night. If you miss your breakfast, too bad, so sad. 2 meals a day is how it works. So between the food and the rats and the smell and being naked in pink underwear in my cell, and then the awful sounds that I would hear at night, I can't even explain the sounds. And then, of course, there was this environment where I had to choose, am I with the blacks? Am I with the Mexicans? Am I with the whites? Right? I'm like having to scope out all these different people to figure out which gang I want to hang out with. There's fear and doubt and uncertainty, and then there's other men in there that they're all over the place with their different belief systems and different crimes and different amount of time that they spent in jail. And I literally cried nearly every single night in jail. I cried every night, and thankfully, my aunt and my mother would accept my collect calls, and they would pray with me. They prayed with me each day, and each day literally felt like an eternity. But there was one day where this librarian came up and he gave me this book called Piercing the Darkness, written by Frank E. Peretti. And this book is about a woman named Sally Beth Rowe. And Sally was a woman who was running from her past. And while she's running from her past, there's a series of unfortunate events that transpire along the way. But what enthralled me most about this particular book was in this book, there was this notion that both angels and demons are real, and that they are fighting for your soul every single day. You see, much of the book is actually told through the eyes of those angels in a spiritual battle for Sally's soul. It talks about the tricks that they use, the strategies that they deploy, the constant 24-hour, forever ongoing fight for you and for me. Now, you can, color me crazy if you'd like. I guess that's a saying, probably. That's probably a really southern saying, right? I don't know. Color me crazy, right? But color me crazy if you'd like. But there was something about this notion of powerful beings fighting for me that ultimately unlocked something in me. Like all of a sudden, this newfound responsibility washed over me. I began to really see myself differently. Like I wasn't alone. It wasn't just me. Like I'm actually a part of a team, right? A team that's ultimately designed to win, and not just win, but to win greatly, that I have value, that I matter, that there's more to this life and existence than just me. And that lack and loss and doubt and fear and sin and violence and division and hate are all literally the demons of our past that are determined to minimize our future. But here was the best part of the whole thing. So in the end, no matter how strong and powerful the demons were, in the end, they can't win unless you let them. You see, the demons of your past that haunts your mind and at times can strip you of your spirit, they are actually powerless without your permission. Going off on a little bit of a different tangent, Coach Mike Ditka from the Chicago Bears, he put it this way: you get in life what you tolerate. You see, here's what I want you to walk away with today, friends. You see, you choose. You choose. Light or dark, good or evil, mediocrity or greatness. It's your choice. You see, we've been diving into this series called Haunted House because what I'm hoping that you'll extract as we go through this series this week. I'm hoping that you'll extract the reality of the situation is that we each have built our own haunted house. There are ghosts of our past that linger and pop out at just the right time to frighten us, to hold us back, to slow us down. But it's your haunted house. You see, your experiences, the things that you've been through all along the way are ultimately a culmination. It's a culmination of a battle that's going on for your soul because you are a child of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything, which makes you uniquely powerful makes you so special, right? Your life has the ability to make such an incredible impact on other people's lives. And so the things that you've been through, the tragedies, the triumphs, right? The goods, the bads, the highs, the lows, all of those things that you've been through are ultimately designed to challenge you to choose. You know, I looked it up this morning because I never really thought about it. The opposite of greatness is mediocrity, by definition. Greatness, mediocrity. When we live in fear, when we choose to allow the ghosts of our past, the fears and the doubts to keep us from our greatness, that's the demons winning. And they can only win if you let them. You choose. You see, you're a part of my team. I need you to win. Your family needs you to win. Your coworkers need you to win. You see, when you win, we win. It's all intertwined, my friends. Every decision that you make, your decision to wake up early, your decision to show up, your decision to interject positivity in the world, your decision to not hit the snooze button, your decision to not touch your phone first thing in the morning, your decision to take care of yourself physically, your decision to write down gratitude, your decision to write down goals, your decision to send out an encouraging message. Your decisions matter. They make an impact. You showing up here today matters. Makes an impact on me. And see, I, for one, absolutely love you for it. If nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you, but I'm not the only one. So what are you going to choose? Greatness or mediocrity? Make a decision. We need you. Listen, if you need more videos like this, you can go to GlennLundy.com. That's right, go to GlennLundy.com if you need more videos. If you haven't done so already, go grab you one of these shirts. I got a couple shirts left. Raising money for my pink Navigator. We're going to raise $10,000 for those awesome, amazing humans. And also, if you are, by chance, in the dealer world, I do have a couple spots left in our 800% club. Make sure you let me know. But most importantly, will you do me a favor? Will you have an amazing day today? Can you do that? Have an amazing day. And if you're struggling with this spiritual side of things, if there are things in your life that are still holding you back, I highly suggest go check out this book, man. Go check out Piercing the Darkness, Frank Peretti. It's actually part of a series. There's another book before it, but go check it out. It might make an impact on your life as it did on mine. Listen, I'll see you again tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We're going to do this all over again on #RiseAndGrind. Love you. Have an amazing day. See ya. I don't even have any cool clips to show you because they're all like people in jail. So I don't want to show you that. How about just Ditka? How about that? Boom. Yeah, that's right, Mike Overfell. Share it out. Share it out. When in doubt, share it out. Shares are holding me back. In my gratitude list, I'm building momentum. I'm making good decisions. I rise and grind, I get it. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm not muted. You guys can hear me, and I can't sing. Go get it. Have a good one.
I'm focused on my physical. I'm developing spiritually and manifesting miracles. I'm gonna get it started, have a party in the morning, and I'ma wake the world is so alarmed. And I #RiseAndGrind, #RiseAndGrind. First thing on